Okay. In this today's session, we will discuss about the master data concept. Okay. In a company, they need to run some transactions for their business. So in order to run the transactions, they must need to have the master data. Okay. So what type of master data that the business required, that the companies required? In as part of SD and all of the things, in coming to part, we have some kind of master data like material master data, vendor master data, some purchase info record, and the source list. Let me note it down so that you can see. Master data in Okay. In module, we have a material master data, vendor master data, and purchase info record. Okay. Purchase info record, source list, and then service master data. And then we have some quota arrangement as well. It is also one master data. Mostly these file master data will be used by most of the organizations. This will quota arrangement. This quota arrangement will be used like very rare cases. They will use this concept quota arrangement master data. Okay. For example, this will be used by the 100% material master data, vendor master data will be available in every organization. When it's come under info record, source list, and service master data, it will be used around 80% of organizations. Coming to quota arrangement, like 5% or 10%. That's it. Okay. So it doesn't have much importance like a quota arrangement. We will discuss it also in further classes. First, let's look into the significance of metal master data today. After that, we will discuss about the remaining master data. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about metal master data. See, metal data, it means like it will handle all the materials. Okay. In metal master data, like what type of data we maintain is like what is the name of the material and what is the material number. Every material is having some unique number assigned to it. Okay. What is the material number and what is the unit of measure? For example, if you go with food processing oils, it will be calculated in kgs. For example, if you go and buy a pen or pencil, it will be calculated in inches. Okay. Yeah. Whether the metal can be measured in pounds. Okay. We have some unit of measures that also we will maintain in master data. And also some other data also we will maintain that I will show you in SAP and I will explain you about them. Okay. And in metal master data, how many material types? Okay. Metal types is nothing but like, raw materials, finished materials, semi-finished materials. These are called as material types. And also we will maintain some hierarchies will be covered in metal master. We maintain a hierarchy like material type. Okay, material type and material group. And then we will maintain the material. Okay. This is how we maintain the hierarchy level in metal master data. So what is the material type? We already discussed about that, whether it is a raw material. Okay. Raw material.
Finished goods.
Yes. Finished material.
Semi-finished.
Yes. Semi-finished. I think you already have knowledge about it. Semi-finished, some trading goods, some non-valuated stocks, etc. Okay, this will be called as raw materials. So the based on the business also, the raw materials and finished products may be varies. Okay, for example, if you go with the car manufacturing companies, the car will be the final product. Okay, but for its raw materials will be the engines, piston, car, tires, the steel, body, glasses. These are come under raw materials, right? But if you go to the engine manufacturing company, the final product will be the engine. Its raw materials will be like piston, inlet valves. These are come under their raw materials. So based on the business also, the materials may be varies. Okay, do not fix it like the engine means it is a raw material. Okay, if it is a engine manufacturing company, the final product will be the engine. If it is a car manufacturing company, the engine will be the raw material. Okay, yeah. And coming to material groups, it is also same. Based on the business, they will be grouped together the materials based on their attributes. Okay, like for example, they will be clubbed together. All the mechanical items come under one group. All the electrical items come under one material group. Okay, or else they will go with all the metal items as a one group, all the plastic items as a one metal. Based on their business requirement, they will create the material groups. Okay, for example, let us go with the mechanical items, because we are doing the project of Honda Motors, right? So it's a manufacturing company of car. So let us go with this mechanical items, something like mechanical items. Let's assume like this, okay? It's for a business purpose. Let's assume like this. Coming to material. So under this material group, under this mechanical items, we have some items like shaft come under mechanical item, shafts, piston, gear lever, etc. Okay, these are come under mechanical items. When it comes to electrical items, cables, okay, small bulbs, LED bulbs. We have in cars, we have some LEDs, right? The electricals like some kind of engine spark. These kind of electrical wires, what are the cables we use? These are come under electrical items. Okay, under this material groups also we will create the material. Okay, this is a hierarchy level we maintain in Metal Master Data. It is just the theoretical part of Metal Master Data. Let us go into the SAP and we will do the configuration and we will create the materials. Okay, Joseph?
Yeah.
Let me go log in into the SAP. So for every configuration, we have only a single transaction code, that is SPRO. And in that, we need to go to the SAP reference IMG. Now we are going to do the configuration part of Metal Master Data. So if you want to create the materials, what are the requirements we need? See here, what are the requirements you need? We need to have a material number. Okay, every time you create the material, it will be having some material number is assigned to it. Okay, so we need to have some material number. So, and also it needs to have some length also. Okay, whether it is a 4-digit code, whether it is 8-digit code, whether it is a 10-digit code. If you go with the ATM or debit card or credit card, it should be having some 16 digits or something. So everything has some length of it, right? You need to define that length. After that, we need to define the number range. That means you want the materials from 0 to 100 or from 0 to 1000 or 0 to 10,000. What are the material range you need? You need to maintain that. After that, we need to define the material types. Okay. In business, whether they were using the raw materials, finished materials, semi-finished, we need to define that. After that, we need to define the material group and we need to assign all of them for the configuration part, and then we will create the material. Okay. Now, what is the path for the Metal Master configuration? See here, we need to go for Logistic General. Here you can see Logistic General. Go to that Logistic General. And here you can see the Metal Master. Go to the Metal Master. After that, you can see the basic settings. Go to the basic settings. Here, we need to have some defined output format for material numbers. Click on execute. Here, for ECC system, the maximum length is 18 digits only. Okay, the maximum length the SAP provided is 18 digits. Okay, if you want to change the length also, you can change it. Okay, it's not a problem, but based on the business requirement, we change it in real time. Okay, see, the business is using the 10-digit number for material only, then we will change it to the 10. Okay,
10. Yeah.
Okay,
But maximum is 18 only.
Maximum 18. For coming to S4HANA, the SAP is getting advanced now. Okay, coming to S4HANA, its material length is 40 character. 40. It increased to 40. You can maintain up to 40 seats. Okay. So do not disturb anything because the same server will be accessed by so many people. So do not disturb anything, the standard configuration. If you want, I want to let you know the how we maintain the length of it. Okay. Do not disturb anything. I will go back. If you want to maintain, you can change it. Okay. It's not a problem. If the business requires, the client requires to maintain the length of the material is only 10 digits, then you go and maintain here as 10. Okay. Go back. So we do not change anything. To come back, if you want, you can make these changes. After that, we need to maintain some company codes for materials management. You can see maintain company codes for materials management. Click on execute. Here, what is our company code here? It's not right. These are called period indicators. Okay, these are called period indicators. It will be changed. For example, it is around 2022 4th month, right? So we need to change that. We have a separate transactions. I will explain you that how to change this year and period. Okay. Go back now. Go to material types. Okay. And here you can see define attributes of material types. Click on execute. It is nothing but the material type, with raw materials, finished product, we have different kind of materials, right? The SAP already given the standard material types here. Okay. For raw materials, its code is ROH. Okay. For finished material, its code is FERT. FERT. For semi-finish, it is HAL. Okay. You can see now HALB semi-finished product. Okay. And let me go with ROH. It means raw material. See, if you go with finished product, it is FERT. SAP already provided some standard configuration. Okay. Someone has changed the description. Okay, I changed the description. Okay, someone has put their name over there. So I changed it. That's it. Okay. FERT is the finished goods. So these are our standard material types the SAP already had. But in real time, we use the same standard material types. Okay. Most of the cases we use, if they need any changes in the existing standard, they will go with the customized material types. Customized is nothing but they simply copy the standard and they will maintain in front of the code as Z. That's it. If you see, for example, if you go and maintain customization for raw material, for example, ROH is the material. Okay. Select this ROH material type. Here you can see the copy button. Okay. Click on copy. And you can here change the last time we already copied some plant and we maintain some new plant code, right? As the same way, we will maintain our, for example, I am maintaining a zero. Okay, this is a code. Here I will maintain as Honda raw material. Enter. See, it's copying now. Number of dependent entries copied. why we can use ROH material type also. It's not a problem. Why we are doing this means the same SAP standard material type will be used by so many users in the server. So if they do any changes in the standard, so it will impact our process as well. So that is a reason why we are customizing this. Okay, we're simply copying it and put Z as in front of it. Okay, if you see in real time also, if you see any Z word in SAP system, that means someone has customized that material type, or whether it is anything in SAP. If you see it is start with Z, that means he has done some customization there. Okay, you must remember that. Okay, whether he makes some screen level change outs or anything, if they want to do some customization activity, like the standard behavior is not satisfying the business, okay, then they will go and do the customizations. Okay, you understand, Joseph? If the standard functionality is not satisfying the client business process, then they will do the customizations. Okay, and also it requires that every time if you do any customizations, you need to put Z in front of it, Z. Okay, because if anybody sees Z, that means someone had done the customization over here, so that they will easily identify, because Z is not used by SAP standard. If you see any standard names in SAP system, they do not start with Z. That's the reason why the SAP recommends you to maintain the Z in front of it if you've done any customizations. Okay, Joseph?
Yeah.
Yes. So I copied ROH to Zira. Okay. So this is our raw material now, Honda raw material now. Okay. Now select this raw material and click on this quantity by value updating folder. Go to it. Here, so many entries were copied because we already copied from existing ROH. That is the reason why so many entries were copied. Click on position and valuation area. Valuation area, I already told you that what is our valuation area? Plant, right? So here we need to maintain the plant as our valuation area, HPL1. So it is search for our valuation area, HPL1 and HPL2. Here you need to select quantity updating and value updating. Why we are doing this? Because whenever you receive the material into your stores, okay, the system needs to update the quantity along with their value as well, right? So if you check these boxes, then only it will update the quantity into your warehouse plant. Okay, that is the reason why we are checking it. If you do not check this, then the system won't allow you to update the quantity or value. Okay, that's the reason why you must check these boxes. Okay, see here, quantity updating and value updating. Okay, now save it. And then select this Zira and go to details. Okay, that means it is having some controls in this raw material type as well. Okay, see here, it is having some field reference. We have some configuration activity in the backend system, like what is the field reference and the screen reference. If you see, if you're filling anything, it will be having some mandatory fields. If you see star fields will be available, some will be optional fields, some fields will be in display mode. We can't enter anything in that field. Okay, if you see in it Jira, you can't maintain anything, right? It is in display mode. That means you can't, it is not in editable mode. And also you can see some fields are mandatory. Like if you're filling any forms or something in Google or something, some fields are showing as mandatory star symbols, right? So those controls can be maintained at field reference. I will show you that as well. Okay. This field is cross plant material status. It means we can block this material type, or else what few kind of functionalities will be available. Blocked for procurement, for approval, release. This kind of material status will be available so that we can maintain it material type. For example, I don't want this material type needs to be used. then I can come here and I will block this material type. Okay, that is how the material status we can maintain here. And also these are called views. Okay, during the creation of material, we need to select some views. For example, if you are procuring the material, we need to have some purchasing views. If you are selling the materials, we need to maintain some data in sales views. Okay. So those views, what are the views you need? You need to select those views here. Okay. For example, raw material, we are purchasing the raw material from external sources, then you need to have some purchasing data in Metal Master data. So you need to select the purchasing view here. Okay. If you want to maintain the material description, what is the unit of measure of it, you need to maintain that. You need to have some basic data view. Okay. So all these views are some standard functionality. Okay. Do not make any changes. I want you to let you know what are these user departments means. You need to select these views. What are the views you required in this configuration? Okay. And coming to here, internal by external purchase orders. Whether this material type is used for external procurement or in-house manufacturing, you need to maintain here. For example, external purchase orders. See here, external purchase orders allowed, but warning message issued, or external purchase allowed. Okay. If you are procuring from external sources, it will be giving some warning message like it is external purchasing, or else it doesn't require any warning message. We are simply procuring all the raw materials from the external sources, then you can select as to external purchase orders allowed. Okay. If you select 0 means it does not allow you to create the purchase orders. That is the control of it. And also same internal purchase orders as well. Okay. If you do any internal manufacturing, in-house purchase orders, you can create or not, you can maintain here. And also we'll be having the price controls. Okay. If you maintain here, it will be taken as by default. During the creation of Material Master, I will explain you that what is this price control, what is this moving average, and what is this standard price. Okay. I mean, in the coming, when we are creating the material, I will tell you that what is this price control under account category reference. And also we will discuss about this later. If I tell you now, you will be a little bit confused. I will tell you this field as well in the further classes. See here, quantity updating and value updating, how it is updating for all valuation areas you need, or else you want to need a particular valuation area or not, you can maintain that control here. For example, if you select this in all valuation area, that means it will be applicable for all the plants, not only Honda plant, it will be applicable for all the plants. If you want a particular plant, then you need to select this option and you need to check the boxes here. Okay, that is the control of it. Okay. And also external number assignment without check. We will discuss like during the maintenance of number ranges in the configuration. In the next configuration, I will explain you that what is external number assignment, what is internal number assignment. Okay. Go back now. See, everything was interlinked. Okay. Yeah. If I tell you right now, then it will be a little bit confusion for you. That's the reason why I left some fields. Okay. During the process and during the creation of transactions, you will be understand better. So we defined one raw material type. And let me copy fat material as well. Okay, where we use both fat and raw material. So let me copy these finished goods. Let me maintain as the 40. For example, Honda finished. Okay, enter. It is again, it is taken 0. Oh, I think both were selected. So that is the reason both was copied. Next time I was selected Zira and also FERP. That is the reason it was missed. Sorry, Joseph. What?
You have been selected both raw material and finished goods.
Yeah, that's the reason why it is copied both. Okay. I cancelled it. I cancelled it. Okay. So see here, the FERP was copied as GFRT. Okay. Now click on quantity by value updating. I want to the quality and value updating for our plans. HP L1. Okay, now save this. So the data was saved. So material types was defined for Honda. We are using the raw materials and also we are using the FET materials. Now we need to maintain the number ranges. After that, we define the material types. Now we need to have some number range, right? Every time we create raw material, we need to have some number range. Every time if we create the FET material, we need to have some number range. See here, you can see define number range for each material type. Click on execute. In real time, what happens is, for example, I will show you that number ranges first. Click on display. Okay, so that you can see small spec symbol. The spec symbol means it is nothing but display. Okay, if you see the pencil button means it is in change mode. Okay, I'm displaying the intervals. What are the intervals? Intervals is nothing but number ranges. Okay. See here, these are called number ranges. Here, having so many number ranges here, see, we are having 16 number ranges, right? But in real time, what happens is these many number ranges are not used. We use the sequence pattern. Like 1 series is used for raw materials, 2 series is used for finished materials, like 3 series is used for some trading goods, 4 series is used for some non-stock items. Like that, we will maintain in series level. So that every time if you see the 1 series, so it is a material belongs to raw material. Like that, by seeing itself, by viewing itself, you can understand whether it is a raw material or finished product. Okay, it is nothing but a best practice. Okay, so but it is a test server, so many users are creating randomly, and that is another way it is showing in some clumsy. Okay, but in real time it will be having in some kind of some hierarchy level we will maintain. Okay, let us create one new number range. Okay, first of all, click on this pencil mark group. First we need to create one group, like whether it is a raw material group or finished group. And in that group, we will maintain one number range, and then we will assign that group to the material type. It is little confusing, right? Orally, I will write it out in here. We will define something like raw material group. For example, Honda raw material group. Okay, this group will be assigned to number range. Okay, so one group will be created. In that group, we will assign the number range. Okay, after that, what happens is this material group will be assigned to our material type. Then what happens? This number range will be assigned to material type, right? Right. We already assigned the number range to material group. I mean, Honda raw material group. Then the same group will be assigned to material type. Okay. This is nothing but material type, right? So then indirectly what we are doing, we are assigning the material type to the number range. So whenever you create a material with respect to this raw material, then one number will be assigned automatically. Okay. Now we are going to do that. Click on create. So we are defining one group. For example, Honda underscore 0. Let us maintain some group here. Okay. Here we need to maintain the number range. But if you give the existing number range, what are the other users maintain, it will throw an error. The number range is already existed. So what we need to do, we need to maintain here what are the number range that not used by the other users you need to maintain here, right? So in order to do that, click on intervals, click on existing, so that the system will show what are the existing intervals. So these are called existing intervals. Put the cursor here, click on ascending order, so that it will be visible in ascending order, so that it can be easy for you to maintain. For example, what to maintain? 8 series, they were used 8 series. This is the last number range they use. Let us do one thing. We will use the 9 series. Okay. Let us go with 9 series.
Yeah.
Okay. 9 series. 9 series. Okay. Some number is 9 series something. So much of length. I think they were using 18 digits completely.
18 digits, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
18
Yes. Yes. Right. Because we maintain 18 digits length, right? If you do not maintain 18 digits also, it will maintain some zeros in front of the number. Okay. Zeros will be, for example, if you go and see existing number range. Yes, initially, see here, they were using some 10, 1 crore or something. The zeros are come, right? So the length will be 18 only. Whatever your number maintained, the length will be taken as 18 characters.
Automatically picks up, I think 18 digits will be taken.
Yes, right. Whatever the length you maintain. Yes. Let us do one thing. Let us maintain it as 1000, up to 1000. It's enough for us to create 1000 materials. Okay. Let us go on 2000. Okay. Just for safety. Okay. Now I'm saving this. See, the number was assigned automatically as 17. Why? Because the 16 number range already maintained. So it is taken automatically as 17 number range. I'm saving this. But in real time, what happens? I already told you that 1 series is for raw materials, 2 series is for finished materials. Like that, we maintain. Okay. The data was saved. Go back now. Now the finished material. Honda underscore in GFRT maintained, right? So we already know the last number range what we maintained. So that let us take from this number. Okay. From 2001 to some 4000. See, what is the difference between external and internal? I will tell you that. Okay. Here you can see some external box. If you check this means it is called external number range. If you do not check means it is called internal number range. Okay. First of all, we will create the internal number range. So it taken as 18 character, the data was saved. Let us do one thing. We will create the external number range as well, so that you can understand it. What is the difference between external and internal? I think in the same group itself, we can maintain. Here, our material groups. I think what is, see, it is taken automatically the external number range. Why? Because we already maintained the internal, the system already automatically taken the external number range. I think we maintain 4000. Let me maintain as 4001. For example, 6000. This is the external number range. Okay. So we defined this part. We created one material group and we assigned some number range to it. Okay, whether it is external or internal. Okay, now we are going to assign it to raw material or finished material. First of all, let us find our material types first. Click on find button. And what is our zero, right? Enter. Click on it so that it will take, oh, sorry. I clicked wrong. Click on find button and the zero. See here, zero available here. Put the cursor here. You can see small, rectangle box. You can see, right, highlighted. And then click on element by group assignment. Click on it. And we need to search for our group. What is our group? Honda Zero. Select this and continue. And what is the next one? ZFRT. Finish. Yes.
Yeah.
Select this second so that it will search for ZFRT and click on element by assignment group. And then you need to select our finished group. Now, if you go down, you can see the assignment. See, the group was assigned to material type. The group was assigned to material type. If you double click on this material group, then it will show you the number range. Okay. This is how we need to assign the material type to number range. Okay. After that, what we need to do? We need to define the material groups. Material groups. Yes, right. See here, hierarchy material type is created and its assignments also completed. Now we are going to create the material group. Close these material types. Okay, go to settings for key fields. Here you can see define material groups. Click on execute. These are called material groups. Let us go and create some new entries like Honda HMAC. Let maintenance HMAC. Okay. So let me maintenance Honda MAC items. Okay. H underscore LC. Electric items. Based on business, we maintain these material groups. Okay. Electrical items. Now save it. Okay, then we need to have a purchasing group as well. We already defined that purchasing organization during the creation of enterprise structure. So no, we don't require that. So the configuration was completed. So now we can create the material. For creation of material, everything, we need to have some transaction codes here. Key codes. We call it as a transaction codes. For creation of purchase order, you already know that ME21 and you're an end user. You're using the transaction codes, right? Those are nothing but transaction codes. For creation of material, the transaction code is MM01. For creation. If you want to change the material for the existing material, the transaction code is MM02. If you want to display, you don't want to, yes, if you don't want to display, you don't want to change anything and you want to see in display mode, that means it is not in editable mode, then the transaction code is MM03. And if you want to see the list of materials, total materials, under the plan, you want to see what are the materials like that you want to see, then you use the transaction code MM60. Okay.
MC.5, that is also, I think so. This is for raw material.
Those are come under like valuations. Okay. How much the value of the material will be. It does not give you what is the material type, what is the material group, what is the description of it. These kind of things will not be displayed out there. Okay, it will be showing like how much stock will be available in the storage
The
location of plant.
valuation of the stock. And
Yes,
the
yes.
total of the stock, the valuation of the stock in MCQ.
Valuation of the stock. Yeah, yes, yes. Those will be, we will discuss in further classes. Okay.
Fine.
Now let us create one material now. I will open another session. Okay. The SAP having total 6 sessions you can open at a time, maximum. So I'm open another session. Giving here as MM01. Enter. It will take you to the create material initial screen. Okay. Here you can see material, industry sector, material type, change number, material. If you want to create, if you want to create with reference to any other material, you can maintain that material here. We will discuss these things later. First of all, let us create one material. Select the industry sector. What kind of industry it is, the business, like whether it is a cement industry, chemical industry, pharmaceutical industry, chemical industry, or we are using some mechanical and car manufacturing company. So we go with the mechanical engineering. And material type, what is our material type? Zira. Yes, you can see the material types here. ROH, all the material types will be available here. But we defined one Zira. ZFRT Zira. See, Honda raw material and Honda finished product. Right. So let us select the Zira material. And now click on select views. Or else you can simply enter also, it will directly open the views. Click on the select views. It will ask what are the kind of views you need. Okay. See, we are having basic data view, sales views. If the material belongs to sales, then you need to maintain some data relevant for sales. If the material is relevant for purchasing, you need to maintain the purchasing data. And also it's a storage location data, it's accounting view, like, okay. I will select the MM views now. Okay, we'll discuss about the remaining views later. Select the basic data 1 view, basic data 2, purchasing, and storage location views. We do not maintain any data, most probably here storage locations, but just maintain the storage location views. And also select the accounting view. Accounting view is nothing but what is the price of the material. Okay, what are the general ledger accounts needs to hit, what are the valuation class we need to maintain in accounting view. Okay. And now continue. Whenever I click continue, it will ask under which plant you want to create this material, under which storage location you want to create this material. Like that, the system will ask you. See, when I click on continue, the system will ask under which plant you want to create.
HPL.
Okay, see, under which plant you want to create, under which storage location you want to create this material. Like that, the system is asking. So let me maintain it as HPL1. Under this plant, under the storage location 1, I want to create this material. Okay, and continue. See here, the 9 series was automatically assigned. That means our material assignment is working now. Let me maintain here it is some gear lever or something like piston. For example, piston. I'm creating one piston material, and it's base unit of measure. Okay, base unit of measure. Here you need to maintain the description. Okay, and then base unit of measure. It is nothing but stock keeping unit. How the company will manage or measure the material in storage location is nothing but base unit of measure. Okay, the piston will be calculated in maybe eaches, right? Each piston cost. If it is a oil related thing, we call it as in liters. Okay. Yeah, maybe if some other, maybe you can use like pieces, pounds. So many unit of measures will be available, right? kgs. Based on the material, the unit of measure maybe varies, right? So pistons will be calculated in eaches. Eaches code is EA. Okay. If you want to check for it, here you can see small button, right? Click on it so that it will show you the list of base unit of measures in SAP. See so many see square inch, cubic inch, percentage, micrometer, and amperes, bag, barrel, bottles. So many unit of measures available, but we required eaches, right? So let us search for each. Eaches. Okay. So I maintain base unit of measure as each. And metal group, it is belongs to mechanical items, right? So let us select the mechanical item group, Honda mechanical item. I think Honda, just search for Honda.
_.
Mech. See, I'm selecting this material group. All material number. See, this field is
old metal is nothing but reference number only, na?
Yes, right. It is a reference number because see, you are using some other software or something. You implemented SAP. Okay. After that, the material numbers are changed from numerics to like previously they were using 1, 2, 3. Now they are using ABC. Okay, but what are the users they were creating the purchase orders or something? They were very familiar with the old material numbers. Okay, so what we do is we simply put that old material reference numbers here so that the users will easily identify. Okay, that is the reason why we put the reference material number, which is the old material number they are using, that we can put it here. Okay. An actional material group is nothing but like, for example, the company is using some third-party warehouses, not their own warehouses. They're using some third-party warehouses for their business purposes. Okay, they don't have plant. For example, they don't have a plant in Bangalore, storage location or something. They don't have it in Bangalore, but the use. I mean, so many people are buying their products in Bangalore, so they were using some third-party warehouses. But according to our business process, we call it as a mechanical items. But according to the third-party warehouse, they're using like metal items, plastic items. So that purpose, we can maintain that actional metal group here. Okay, you understand, Joseph? What is the meaning of metal, actional metal group? Okay. Then, yeah, a division. It's come under ST module. Okay, division is nothing but in ST prospective, they will be having some divisions. Likewise, our having some metal groups, they will be having some divisions. Okay. And cross-plant material status, it is nothing but if you want to block this material for procurement or anything, you can maintain it here. You can see the statuses. If you click on this button, you can see list of status available for it. Let us see what are the status available. See, block for procurement, blocked for task list of bomb, so obsolete. This kind of status, what are the status you want to maintain this material? You can define those statuses and you can maintain it here. And gross weight and net weight. What is the difference between gross weight and net weight? Gross weight means what is the overall weight of the material. For example, let me tell you a small example. You bought some oil packet. Okay, the oil is kg, but the what are the packet we are having? It will be having some weight as well, right? For example, the packet we bought is kg.
Let me tell you. If you purchase like a 15 kg, 50 liters of oil tin, that
yes.
gross weight will be included with the tin also.
Yes.
But when it comes to net weight, it will be taking only oil weight.
Yes, right. That is what the difference between gross weight and net weight. For example, the piston weight is, for example, 5 kg. Okay, for example, that 5,000 grams or something. Okay, let me put it at 5,000 grams. Okay, weight unit already know grams will be a Z, and if you want to go with a kg or something. Okay, for example, 4,800 grams is the net weight of the piston. Okay. This is how we can maintain. Or else you can maintain what is the net weight and what is the gross weight. We need to maintain it here. And also defining fees, we will discuss it later. If I tell you now, it will be a little bit confusing for you. And then you can see here, what are the views we selected? It is having some dot symbols. See, if you go with the, you selected purchasing view, it is having some dot symbol. We selected storage location, it will be having some dot symbols, right? What are the views selected? It will be selected it here. And when I click on enter, it will be skipped to what are the next selected view. Enter, it will go on to the basic data too. Here, the data is much required. Here we can maintain like if the item is relevant for any hazard years, then we can maintain here some data here. Okay, if it is relevant for environmentally, if it is a chemical item, if you expose it to environment, it will affect the environment. These kind of things we can maintain here. Okay, click on enter so that it will skip to the next selected view. Here, the base unit of measure, it will be copied from basic data one view. And here you can see order unit. What do you mean by this order unit? For example, the piston we calculated in our warehouse is eaches. When you're buying externally, the company does not buy each piston, right? It will be buying huge quantity, like whether it is 100 quantity or 200 quantity or something. Maybe it can be bought 1,000 quantity as well, right? So for ordering, it will be bulk. But the vendor is telling like, I'm selling in a quantity in bunch of boxes. We are selling like, for example, the material is say pencil. Okay, it is a pencil company. We need pencil. So the vendor is not selling the each pencil, right? He was selling in boxes. Each box is having some 10 pencils. If you want to buy it, you need to buy in boxes only. Like that, he will tell to you. Then you need to put that order unit here. Okay. For example, I'm putting here one box. In one box, let me select the box. Then how the system will behave, let us see. Let us find the box. Fine. See, cardboard box or something. Okay, let us select as a box. Okay, I selected box. When I click on enter, and also we'll put the purchasing group. Who is the person is responsible to procure this material, right? HPZ, right? Honda purchasing group. We created one purchasing group. See, I handed box. When I click on enter, the system asks in one box how many eaches are maintaining. You need to you need to tell to the system. See, when I click on enter, it will ask in one box how many eaches you are maintaining. See, one pop-up windows came, right? In one box, how many eaches you are maintaining? Let's assume like 10 eaches. Okay. I mean, in one box, 10 pistons were maintained by the vendor we are procuring. Or else we are issuing also in one box, 10 eaches we are maintaining. Like that, we can tell to the system. Continue. See, we maintain the order unit and also plant material status. The say in basic data, we've seen right some status that is relevant for client level. It is relevant for plant level. If you want to block for a particular plant, you need to maintain the status here. If you want to block the material for entire all the plants, then we can maintain the status in basic data one. Okay. And automatic PO, batch management, purchase value keys. These all things we will discuss in later sessions. Okay. If we tell you now, we'll be you will be having some little bit confusion. Okay. Like batch management is a different concept. Automatic PO, like when you are creating a PR, the PO will be created automatically. It is one of the another concept. Purchase value key. Here you can maintain the vendors, reminders to the vendors and shipping instructions. Like if you buy this material, piston material from the vendor, you can maintain some shipping instructions. Please follow these rules while shipping the material to us. Like that you can maintain. Okay, these kind of things we will discuss in further topics. Okay, when you creating the transaction data, we will discuss it. Okay. Now click on enter. This is the storage location data. Nothing is required here to maintain. Click on enter and click on enter. Accounting view. It is very, very important. Okay. It's very important to us and also FI people as well. It is the integration part of MM and FI. Okay. Here you need to maintain the valuation class. Okay. We have a separate concept called MMFA integration, like automatic account determination. During that topic, I will explain you what is the valuation class, what is the significance of it. I will explain you that. Okay. Just simply understood, we need to assign this valuation class here. Whenever you run the transactions, it will hit some general accounts based on this valuation class. Okay. Just remember this. We have a separate concept. I will explain you that. See, here we have a different kind of valuation classes, right? For raw materials. So based on this valuation class, each valuation class, we will be maintaining different GL accounts by the business requirements. Here you can see the material type description itself saying like DOM. DOM means domestic. Okay. IMP means import. If you are procuring this material from other countries, it is nothing but importing, right? So during that point of time, we will select this 3001. Like that, we can maintain different categories. We will discuss it later. Okay. And I told you that we will discuss the price control during the creation of material, right? See, it is kept V automatically. Why it is kept V automatically? I didn't maintain anything because in material type, I think we already opened that. No, I will open you that so that how it taken automatically. I will show you that. Material types, define attributes of material types. Let us take our material type, for example, 0. I'm going to details. Here we maintained it as moving average price V. Oh, so the system automatically taken it as a V here. Okay. That is the reason why it taken automatically V. If you want to change the price control, you can change it. Okay. So let me tell you what is the significance of this price control. It will be having two types of price controls. One is moving average price and second one is standard price. See, what is the business of it? Let me explain you that. See, moving average price we maintain like the material, whenever the material prices fluctuates, I mean, varies every time, like within a 1 month or every period of time, the metal price is changing, then we can maintain it as a moving average price. The metal price is not changing every time, like within a month, the price not be changed. Then, and if it can be changed within a year or 6 months, then we can maintain it as a standard price. And also the business is like the raw materials is procured from external sources. So the prices varies from vendor to vendor, right? So the SAP recommends to maintain moving average price to raw materials. And also the SAP recommends to maintain standard price to finished product because finished product will be manufactured by us. So the price will be fixed by the company. So it is nothing but a standard price. Okay, you understand, Joseph? What is the difference between moving average price and standard price? Let me give a small example. Like if you go with the petrol time, the price will be changes every week, right? It is nothing but a moving average price. So if you go and buy some laptops, it will be having some standard price about 50,000 or something. It will be changed, but it has some duration of time, right? After then only it will be changes. Okay. That is the difference between standard price and moving average price. And also SAP recommends, and also the business recommends to maintain for raw materials, you need to maintain the moving average price. And for finished product, you need to maintain as standard price. Why? Because raw materials will be procured from external sources. It can be varies from vendor to vendor, but it does not have the ability to the company to control it, right? But for the standard, for the finished product, it will be manufactured by us. We know what is the price of the what is the cost of the final product. So it is can
What would
be
be the
standard
landed,
price.
what would be the landed cost?
I mean, what is the freight charges you are asking?
Yeah,
Transportation.
You mean, yeah, from the dispatch to the manufacturing unit. What the total landed cost and the manufacturing cost?
See, the transportation cost will be charged separately, right? We will maintain that separately. During the procuring it first, we pay the charges. If we include that in the final product, the business required based on the companies, we maintain that. And also, we are after the finished product, we will also charge the transportation charges, right, to the customer.
Yeah.
Yes, right. If you sell a product, you will be charging the freight charges. If you buy the product also, you will have some transportation charges. If you buy or if you sell, it will be having some transportation charges. Okay. We will talk about later. During the creation of PO, we have some conditions where we can maintain the transportation charges, freight charges. We call it as a freight charges. Okay. So let me maintain moving average price here because the SAP also recommends V for raw materials and price of the material. So if you're maintaining V, then you need to maintain the price in moving price field. If you maintain standard price control, then you need to maintain the price at standard price field. Okay. Let me maintain let's assume the piston cost is around 3,000. Sorry, let me maintain it as some 2,000 rupees. Okay. And this, click on enter, then the views, what are the selected views are completed. Now system asks, do you want to save your data? Yes. Whenever you saved, the material will be created. See? So the master data was created now. So let me, if you want to change anything in metal master data, you have a transaction code called MM02 /n MM02. Why I'm using /n here? /n is used to kill the current screen and it will open the new screen. Okay. /n means it will kill the current screen. For example, you see, it will be having some 3 views, right? Let me close this another session. It will be having 2 sessions open. Now, when I click on enter, it will open chain material. It kills the current session and it opens. But I don't want to disturb this session and I want to open a new session, means I will go with /o. Okay. /n means it will kill the current transactions and it will open in the current transaction. If you use /o, yeah, /o means it will open in other session and it does not disturb the current session. See, MM03. It will open in another session. See, let me, okay. See, I maintain the material number, click on enter so that it will see what are the views you want to display. Let me select basic data, purchasing and accounting. Enter. For plant, you need to maintain HPL1, enter. See, it is in non-editable mode, right? You can see here, it is in non-editable mode. If you want to go and change the material data, then you can go with /n MM02, enter. And for example, what are things you can change? For example, in basic data 1, I want to change some weight. For example, some changes I have done. Okay, I changed and saved. So the material was changed. If you want to change the material data, you can change. And if you want to see the list of materials, but we have only single material, it will be displaying only a single material. MM60. Under this plan, for example, under HPL1, and you want to see the list of materials, click on execute, then it will show the list of materials. Let us do one thing. Let us create another material, finished material. Let us create finished material. See here, it will be showing the material data. What is the price? What is the valuation class? What is the purchasing group, material type? Let us do one thing. Let us create another material, finished product. Let me quickly create the finished product. Zira. Let us create with Zira. Enter. Basic data 1 to purchasing and storage location 1, storage location 2, and accounting. Class the plant and storage location. Continue. Let me maintain, for example, testing is completed. So let's take some material as finished product. Maintain as each. Material group, we already know HMAC. And what is the weight? For example, gear level weight is some 1,000 grams or something. Okay. Purchasing groups. See, in raw material, the purchasing group is a mandatory field, but here it is an optional field. See, it doesn't have any mandatory field here. If you do not maintain it doesn't take anything. And gear lever, finished product, if you want to maintain box, in one box, gear levers are 5. It says in. Let me maintain purchase group and storage location views and valuation class. Here, the valuation class will be changed. See, last time we see 3000 series, right? Now you can see 7 series. See 7920. See here, the price control is S now, right? Last time the SAP automatically given V, now it is giving S. Why? Because the SAP recommends for the finished product is standard price. So let us maintain 500 or something. Okay. See 9002 series it came. So we created one material for finished product. So this is the M60 transaction. I'm going back. Now I'm executed, then it will show the 2 materials under this plan. See, or else if you want to go with the material type, let me maintain FRT, then it will show only the finished product.
Single.
Yes, because I mean, if it is having 1000 materials, it will show 1000 materials. But we created only 2 materials, so it will showing only those 2 materials on. Okay. This is how we create the metal master data. And one more thing, what is the external number range? We didn't talk about it, right? For example, what is the number range we maintain? Let us see first. Define number range for each material. Go to groups and put down raw material. 17, 19. So 19 is the external number range, right? So what is the 19? Oh, let us go with the display mode. See, 19, this is the number range, right? 9 is 401, 9 is 6000. This is the number range we assign to the raw material. For example, I want, in business process, what happens is, they will give the material numbers for each material. Okay. Sometimes, I mean, some business case, what happens is, we already had some old material numbers. You need to maintain only those material numbers. I don't want any new material numbers. How can we maintain that? Because they will be giving, they will be having some A123 or something like 123 for piston and 234 per gear lever. Then how can we maintain? then you need to go with external number range. Then for which material, what is the number you want, you can simply maintain it here, and then you can create that material. For example, 9 series 401. Okay, it is having 9 series 401. For example, I maintain this material number 2001 for raw material, right? When I enter, the system won't take it. See, already created. For example, say put as 2, 3 or something. For example, if I put 3, when I enter, with the material type external number range must not contain only numbers. For example, select raw material. Let me put 2003, enter. It is throwing some error, right? So let us do one thing. Let me maintain this number, how the system will behave. See. Oh, I think external number range not allowed. I think we maintain it. I'm directly opening the material type. Okay, because I know the transaction code. You can go with the path CRAW. External number range without check. Okay. Now let us maintain this. See, the system is allowing. You can see, right? The system is allowing to create. But if I put here as 2003, the system won't allow. Because why? In external number range, we maintained only 9 series 4001 to 9 series 6000. Other than this material, the system won't take you to create the material. Okay. For example, I want to create with I don't want 1. For example, I want 4050. The system is allowed to create. When we are in real time, when we are using this sectional number range, means when client needs the specific materials to the specific, material number to the specific material, then we will use this external material concept. Okay. For example, for piston, I don't want a sequence order. I'm using this is the material number to particular piston, so you need to maintain that material number only. Like that, the client asks us to maintain, then you will go with the external number range. Okay, Joseph. Now you can understand that why we are using the internal number range and why we are using this external number range. If the client specifies that they want this specific number range, needs to assign this particular material, then you will need to go with the external number range. If they don't want, then you can go with the internal number range.